Hey y'all, it's Maya and I'm back with another video. Today I have a snow day off of work because as you guys know, I'm a substitute teacher, whatever. And let's talk about it. Teachers are quitting. If you don't believe me,
I just submitted my letter of resignation.
Teachers are quitting. They are packing.
The reason why they're quitting is because these kids are mean.
teachers are quitting, right? Teachers are quitting, and this is not just where I am, Rochester, New York. This is not just in New York. This is like a nationwide phenomenon. Teachers are quitting. Why are teachers quitting? As a substitute teacher, as someone who was a full-time lead teacher at certain points in their life, let's get into it. Why are teachers quitting? Right? Because there's been several times in which I've mentioned that I want to quit. I still actively do not want to pursue this long term, but I can't go back to what I consider to be regular jobs. Like before I got into teaching, I was in customer service a lot, right? I feel like once you get to a level in, let's be real, a pay rate that teaching is, you can't go back to something such as customer service, right? I don't know, it could just be my ego talking. It's just not something that I'm looking forward to. So I'm actively working for to have passive income, to monetize my media, and to get to a place where I do not have to work. I don't have a desire to work. I don't have a dream career. I don't have that because there is no desire to work. I don't dream to work, right? So, but anyways, let's get into why teachers are quitting, right? Number one, I'm gonna go ahead and say the pay, right? Which is contradictory to what I just said, but a lot of teachers are not getting paid the way I feel like they should be getting paid. They're not getting paid what they should be getting paid, right? Like, am I exaggerating when I feel like we should have $40 an hour like these nurses and doctors? Am I exaggerating? Because not only are we teachers, right? We are freaking daycare workers. We are psychologists, therapists. Sometimes we have to be nurses. Sometimes we have to be parents. Sometimes we have to be social workers. Sometimes we have to be a grocery store. Sometimes we have to, we do so much every single day on top of dealing with behaviors, on top of dealing with emotions, on top of dealing with having to teach and execute. We also have to grade. We also have to deal with all the meetings and the behind the scenes systems. That's, of course, if you are more so full-time. I'm substitute right now, but I was a full-time teacher before, so I know all the ins and outs of that. We have to do all these things, and the pay is not resembling that. The pay is not resembling all the hours and time and work you take home. It's not resembling that. I want $40 an hour. And I'm not exaggerating. I don't feel like it's a big ask. Give me that. Give it here. Give it here. No. Number two, behavior management. Okay? And I'm not going to sit here and take this lightly. And I won't accept oh, you just don't know how to control your classroom or things of that sort. Kids these days are insane. Classrooms have become solely about behavior management and less about teaching as time goes on. You have to get people to stop talking in order to listen to you, in order to get your lesson out, but you're spending half the period doing time or behavior management that the lesson can't even get executed to its fullest and best extent. I feel like it's insane, the behaviors we have to deal with. Since when are children just blatantly disrespecting and talking back to their teachers? I feel like I'm young, but I feel like I remember a time, or maybe that's just how I was, when you just respected your teacher because that was your teacher. Because that was an adult. You respected her. You listened to her. When she called for your attention, you gave that to her. When you threaten to call someone's home, they don't be like, I don't care. Like, it's a different time, and I don't know. I don't have the patience for it. I don't have the tolerance for it. Like, I want to teach people who want to be taught, right? So maybe I can go into college professor. Maybe I can go into therapy. Therapy has always been a back of the head thought for me, but that requires more schooling, and I'm not even going to get into how college and the big financial capitalistic scam that is. But yeah, but definitely behavior management. 3, I feel like kids no longer want to learn. And hear me out, because I feel like a lot of people consider it the teacher's job to make kids want to learn and get kids to learn and instill that knowledge in them. Which, yes, that is a part of their job, right? Yes, it is. It is a part of the job to teach content, instill it in brains, make it fun and engaging so that kids want to do it, right? But I feel like learning is not happening at home anymore. It's not starting young, and it's not starting at home, because these kids have no desire to learn. They don't want to learn. They don't care about it. I don't know. I feel like when I was in school, I don't know if I can speak for everybody, but I know I was a really studious kid. I was really smart. I wanted to learn. Like, I still have that drive to learn. That's why I just randomly picked up another college program. I'm like, I like that desire to learn. But kids, I feel like they have no desire to learn. The literacy scores are completely insane to me. Kids can't read. They can't write. And if you can't read and write, of course you're not doing that great in math. Of course science and social studies is becoming a task, right? Like, it's insane these days. And it's like, it wants to be put all on the teachers to fix it. But it's like, we teach to the best of our abilities, but there's no way that I can force a child to want to learn. I can't force you to do the work. I can't force you. You have to want to learn. You have to have that in you to be intrigued about the learning that you're doing, right? Like, when you're younger, yes, it's something you got to get into, the routine of things, right? But I've been in higher grades. I've been in high schools. I've been in middle schools. I've been in 5th, 6th, 4th, 6th grade, where you know the routines, you know what it is, right? But they have no desire to learn. And it discourages teachers, I feel like, because it's like, if you have no desire to learn, what am I teaching for? It makes it feel like you're teaching to brick walls, like there's no point in it, right? It's a very important job. I will never discredit teachers, because I've seen firsthand the work that you guys put in, how you can change lives, how you can instill great things into students and transform students' lives, right? A great teacher can do it, right? But I feel like, me personally, teachers should not have to sit there and tolerate a classroom full of behavior management to the point where they are not able to teach. I feel like teachers should not have to repeat themselves in order for students to pay attention and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, show students different methods of doing it. Definitely appeal to different ways of teaching. Students have different ways of learning. Great, right? But when it gets to a point where students are just not trying and it's all left on the teacher, it's giving daycare. Like, I remember one time, like, a student full on expected me to walk them through, babysit them every single step of the way. And this is not pre-K, this is not kindergarten, this is not 2nd grade. This is high school students, right? You're fully expecting me to baby you and sit there and guide you every single step of the way. Keep in mind, you never asked me for help. You never said, oh, teacher, I need help. Can you help me with this question? No, you just fully expected me to take you guys step by step, bit by bit, tell you exactly what to do and hold your hand through your learning, right? I feel like I'm the type of teacher it's just as much on me as it is on you. You have to be responsible and accountable and a leader of your education and of your learning. That's the only way you will succeed. I graduated early from high school. I got great grades, straight A's. I graduated early from college. I was able to get another degree that's going to be completed in May of this year because I took control of my learning. I was accountable. I prioritized it. I had that desire and urge to learn, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm putting too much expectations on kids, if I should be babying them a bit more. But it's like the teaching profession is not daycare. The teaching profession is not, oh, I'm about to coddle your emotions because you don't want to work today. I don't want to work any day, but I still come and I still show up and do what I need to do. And like, I don't know. It's a lot for me because I want to be sensitive to the fact that these are still kids. They're still learning. But in the same instance, these kids are talking to me crazy. Like, you're grown. Like, you pay bills. Like come on. Come on. I'm going to give you the real spill about it. If you can sit there and spend all that energy fighting and doing the drama and talking back and social media and all of this other stuff, you could spend that time elevating yourself, right? You could spend that time pouring into yourself and your education. You're choosing not to. There's a certain point where it becomes a choice, and there's a certain point where it becomes a matter of age, right? We have to distinguish between them too. And I feel like a lot of teachers are tired. They're tired of it. Like, overall, if we want to lock it in, teachers are tired. They're aggravated. They're annoyed. They feel like all the work that they're putting in is to no prevail. And who wouldn't want to stop working after that? Who wouldn't quit? Like, honestly, who wouldn't? Another one, I would say teachers are tired can be number 4. Number 5, a lot of times they don't have the support. Again, like I said, teachers are the therapists, they're the social workers, they're the grocery stores, they're the dean, they're the principal, they're the one who have to lay down the law, they're the one who have to call the parents, they're the one who have to do every single thing on top of teach, on top of grade, on top of make it engaging, on top of do all of these other things. They're not supported, they're not cared for, they're not compensated in their work environment. And all in all, this bundles up to teachers are fed the fuck up. And I'm not mad at it, because I am too. I am too, right? And this does not mean I love kids. I love the concept of teaching. I love the concept of instilling knowledge into youth so that they can grow and bloom to become. I still love that, right? I still value that. I still find importance in it, right? But at the same time, you have to value your mental health. You have to value your emotional health. You have to value spirit. I am not going to be in a constant state of overwhelm and stress in order to implement and instill these things. There are different methods that are lower stress, such as creating children's books, such as creating children's content or educational content, right? So those who are seeking education, they can still get tools from you because they're seeking it out, right? That's kind of the route that I'm interested in right now, because I don't know, the classroom it's looking less and less for me every single day, right? And this is not to say all days are bad days, but there's more bad than good. Like, I have some really chill days sometimes, which is great. Like, I have a class that when I call to attention, the attention is called for. And I have some classes that literally talk over me. I can't even get a word out. And you hear my voice, like, even me yelling, I can barely get it out. Like, my voice is so tiny that when I raise my voice to such a level, it literally hurts. I literally get crunchy, like my throat gets dry and sore, because it's like my voice is not meant to exert that much energy. I'm sorry. But yeah, so this is just a little rant, just a little talk about this phenomenon, this like epidemic of teachers quitting. And it's like, I really understand. Comment down below if you get it. If you're a teacher, how you're feeling about teaching. If you have an opinion on it, let me know. Yeah. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another one. Bye.